And we're back with some more Mega Man ZX. Last time, we made it to Legion HQ, took down Sharnak. By the way, yes, this guy's name is actually pronounced Sharnak. And I actually do have some trivia about this guy this time around, along with the next guy we're fighting in this part. And also, Albert has revealed that he is indeed fact evil, just like Albert Wesker and Albert Wily. It's like, what is it with Capcom games and having characters named Albert being the big bad? Anyway, so this part we are given 4 different options, 4 different areas. 2 of them have a Pseudoroid, and 2 of them have the other 2 Mega Man. We have the Scrapyard, Highway, Floating Ruins, and Control Center. We're gonna do the Highway first. There are people being chased by Maverick. It's on that highway ahead. It looks like all the people trying to flee in their cars have caused a traffic jam. The situation is gridlock. Drive back to the Mavericks and buy time for the people down there to escape. So, while we're doing that, I now have some trivia to say in regards to Sharnak here. So Sharnak's name, and I actually went onto the Mega Man wiki for this one, but his name stems from a Inuit goddess of the underworld and the ocean. Fitting, given the fact that Model P is based on Phantom from the Zero games, and ghosts like phantoms are associated with the underworld. As for who we're going up against in this part, in case you're wondering, no, I don't have any other trivia to give aside from that, since my knowledge on Inuit mythology is basically non-existent. So, there is a biometal upgrade we can get here. First order of business. Time to Chrono Force. Slow down time. And then just make a beeline for it. There we go. BM upgrade. I'm not sure if the doors here can actually crush you. I'm not gonna figure that out. So yeah, that's 1 down. 3 more to go. Get a disc. By the way, just like in the original Mega Man ZX, this is not gonna be a 100% playthrough. I also will not be going for every Pseudoroid medal. Hello, Raymond. Hey, moving! We're sitting ducks here! Leave the Mavericks to me. When it's clear, I want you to go. I don't know who you are, but thank you. There's still a car stop back there. They need your help. Alright, mini-boss time. Yeah, remember this guy from ZX? Well, this giant manta ray thing's back. My advice, turn into Atlas and just gun it down. Though do keep in mind it will move out of the way. By the way, there was a data disk there in case you're wondering. There you go. Yeah, pretty straightforward boss fight, or mini-boss. Boom. Looks like the people made it through. Let's keep going. We have to fight off the Mavericks. Couldn't have said it better. Alright. Yeah, Inuit mythology is one that I'm not super familiar with compared to Egyptian, Greece, or Norse. The sad part is that I probably know more about Japanese mythology than I do Inuit mythology, which is weird. Yeah, you'd think I'd be more knowledgeable on that. We could probably fix that at some point. Do a bit more research. But right now we have to deal with another mini-boss. So, this guy right here, if you notice... Alright, this is the bottom screen. There are two different circles here encasing the core. One of which has ice, the other has, well, blades. The ice you can break with, well, Model F or Buckfire. But with Model F you can also launch back at it, which is what we're gonna do. There we go. By the way, in case you're wondering, yes, I am... In case you're wondering how I'm firing so rapidly, more so than usual, as I said, Gray has a faster rate of fire compared to Ash. But, the way I do it, as you saw right there, I mash the main fire and the self-fire buttons, and it's back to back, rapidly. See anything down here? No. Let's revert back. Ow. Jerk. And would you look at that, we're already here. Hello, Fetus.
Fetus?
I'm flattered! You remembered my name!
Hold on a second. There we go. I forgot to lower the volume on my TV. Yeah, because I forgot it does
There's
that.
something I want to show you.
Into the water.
Model W? You attacked the highway to beat that thing?
That's right, but what I want to show you is further down. At the bottom of this dirty sea. The sea during the war was no place for living creatures. After the war, the sea's beauty was restored. However, as humans repopulated, the seas once again grew filthy. You see, humans have to desecrate the earth to live on it.
So you take innocent lives? You kill humans just like yourself.
Like me? No! Me and the others are no ordinary humans. We are megamen!
I thought you were a Reploid. It's like, wait. I could be misremembering. But I think Fetus is actually a Reploid. Actually, I forget which of the, I think 2 of them are Reploids and the other 2 are humans. Actually.
And after I finish you off, I will be even more powerful! When I am the Mega Man King, I will rid the earth of self-serving humans!
So, Fetus. His element is, of course, ice, so naturally, switch to fire. Like so. I can't aim for shit. So yeah. Thetis does have a few attacks. That one always catches me off guard. By the way, that dragon will follow you. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, otherwise Thetis is a pretty straightforward fight. There we go.
It's too bad. I thought you at least would understand what I am trying to accomplish. I won't give up. I shall awaken Model W and change this world for the better.
Goodbye. You copied Model L's data. God damn it, not again. Ow! Extracting from code FC61 to UCE79, expanding report data. If I recall correctly, as I mentioned before, each of the codes are a reference to a different continuity from Gundam. FC being, if I recall correctly, Future Century from G Gundam, aka one of the few Gundam shows I can say with confidence that I like, whereas UC is of course Universal Century. In order to find a biomatch for Biometal Model W, first I created sibling Reploids. I wonder who those are, as well as giving them a portion of Model W's power. I gave them one commandment. That was to determine the most powerful Megaman. The commandment to biomatch each of my chosen ones to a biometal, and have them fight until only one of them was left. The survivor of this contest will attain the power of Model W and become the ultimate Megaman. Yes, the new king of the world, the Megaman King. I wonder who those two are.
We broke another cipher.
And got a migraine for it.
Now I understand why Megamen fight each other. But where is the information about us? And what the heck are the two Reploid siblings? Hey, can you hear me? What happened? Why the frown?
Huh? It's nothing.
Seems you got everyone out of there safely. Just what we'd expect from a chosen one.
Thetis said that Mega Men fight to change the world. Is it okay that I'm only fighting to learn about myself? Mega Man, the power wielded by a chosen one.
So yeah, by beating Thetis, we can now turn into Model W, WL, based on, well, Leviathan, and more importantly, we can swim underwater. Huzzah! Hey Gray, morph into Thetis and water becomes your home. Way ahead of you! You can swim around freely underwater. Swim around freely underwater. Press the jump button once to get into your swimming position. Then you can move around using the control pad. You can dart through the water by pressing the dash button. Hold the attack button and release it to perform an ice move. Ice attacks can penetrate the landscape, so that's probably a good thing to remember. Also, Thetis has the ability to show where items are located on the sub-display, if you're somewhere where you're not sure about, morph into Thetis and find items. So basically, Thetis is now our gravity suit, basically. Well, yes, I was playing Metroid Prime last night, what do you ask? Anyway, there's another data disk. So, Thetis here, as you can guess, derives its name from a sea nymph in Greek mythology. But Thetis is a Japanese name. Tethys derives from one of the giants of Greek mythology of the same name. So yeah, well, it would be tempting to call it apart right here. It would be rather short. So you know what? Let's do the reason why I wanted to do Thetis first. What? What happened? The ground is floating. What's going on? Are you alright? That area is experiencing a gravitational anomaly. Also, powerful energy reactions have been discovered. In all likelihood, they are the cause of the gravitational anomaly. Proceed to investigate the energy reactions. Yeah, my reasoning for wanting to do the highway first was because there was a biomedical form that I wanted to get. Aside from, well, Thetis, or Model L. And those who've seen those who've seen nuts can probably guess which biometal that is. Let's look at this. There we go. Yeah, those familiar with the original ZX Let's Play will tell you. You'll probably guess which one that is. Oh fuck. Alright, those turrets. They stop you from jumping. That's gonna be annoying. There we go. There is also a sub-tank we can get here. But that's not gonna be for a while. Crystals for our troubles. extra life. Holy fuck, I am dying. Let's just get a move on. In order to get that sub-tank, you have to talk to this person here, Meg. Hey, did you come here looking for the booty too? I'm Meg, the antique hunter. Talk again. Many inventions left to us by our forefathers. That's what I came here to these ruins to find. But all of a sudden this place started floating in the air. And well, now I can't get out. Well. Oh, by the way, could you help me hear something? I'm picking up signals from 4 ancient artifacts. I've managed to find a few myself, but it's just too dangerous to get close. I bet it wouldn't be a problem for you. Could you find them and bring them to me? We won't be doing that one until much later. Luckily, unlike the original ZX, I can actually get all of the sub-tanks on normal difficulty. Sniped. How close are we to filling that sub-tank? Oh, very goddamn. But now, the final one of the Megamans.
What's a Model W doing here?
Could this be the source of the gravitational anomaly?
Inescapable destiny. So, you came, Megaman Model A. But I'll be taking the Model W.
Aeolus, what are you doing collecting Model Ws?
That's a silly question. You call yourself a Megaman, yet you don't even know the significance of Model W. You fear what you don't understand, and eliminate what you fear. It's because of foolish people like you that there is conflict.
I don't know what all of that ideological babble was about, but it sounded a lot like a threat.
So it is. In the world I have in mind, there is no place for idiots like you, Megaman Model A. Your time's up, fool.
Aeolus. His element is thunder. So naturally, ice is his weakness. Luckily, we got Thetis for that one. God damn it. Go, my dragon. By the way, yes, the ice dragon does indeed sound like Anguirus from Godzilla. Ow. Jerk. There we go. Pretty straightforward.
Miscalculation.
A woeful miscalculation indeed.
To think that I could be bested by a defective. I'll never acknowledge one as ignorant as you, Megaman. Your time's up, fool. I will right this world's wrongs.
Goodbye. Alright, one last migraine. You copied Model H's data. Ah, fuck, not again! Extracting from code UC80 to ACE195. AC as in After Colony from Gundam Wing. Expanding report data. The power of biometal isn't something to be had by just anyone. It's a power which should only be obtained by a chosen one. One with the ability to change the world. I devised this cipher to lock away the power of the biometal. Well, would you look at that? Who are those three? By the way, notice those four in the center right there? Ale, Vent, Gyro, and Serpent. Quite the familiar faces, don't you think? A cipher that would allow only the chosen one to unleash its power. In other words, it's locked to its biomatch. All Reploids have to come to Legion to have their life cycle setting checked. I made sure that every Reploid I inspected was infused with my DNA. Gross! That is the key to the cipher, the proof of being the chosen one. Yes, by viewing this data, you now have within you my DNA.
Gray, what's wrong?
You tell me, Model A.
Am I a descendant of Albert?
I know it's not easy, but don't let it get to you. That's just some label Albert made up. Try not to think about it.
Yeah.
That Albert guy just used his position as one of the Sage Trinity to do whatever he wanted.
It's true that Albert knew more about technology than anyone, but we had no idea that that was the kind of man he was. We should have known better.
It's okay. I had a feeling something like this might happen. But it feels like there is still some other secret. To me and Model A.
And only Albert knows it.
The gravity in the area should normalize momentarily. Head to the next destination.
Look at that, taking out 2 Megamans in one go, goddamn. Yeah, by besting Aeolus, we now have my favorite biometal form. You can never go wrong with a good old-fashioned air dash. Before we proceed, light bulb. The first of the 4 artifacts we need to retrieve. It seems like you can air dash using Aeolus. If you hit the dash button in midair, it looks like you can get some horizontal hang time. If you hold the control pad up and press the dash button in midair, you can air dash straight up. Air dash doesn't reduce your BM gauge. I was about to say BP for a moment. It's like, wait a minute, wrong series. Wait, wrong game. If you press the jump button in midair, you can hover. You can modify this in the options menu. Hold down the attack button and then release it to perform an electrical move. These electric attacks penetrate through the landscape, so you can use them to attack enemies behind walls. Also, Aeolus has the ability to check an enemy's data on the sub-display right here. Knowing an enemy's weakness, now that's an ability you can use. Yeah, basically the analyze enemy screen down here, if you can look at the cursor, not just does it tell you how much health an enemy has, but also, in the case of bosses, tells you where their weak point is. Yoink! And also, again, you just can't go wrong with an air dash. Of course, Aeolus's drawback is that he doesn't really have much in terms of long-range combat, much like Thetis. There we go. Only really having a close-range attack. And this. By the way, if you're playing as Ash, the charge shot for, I forgot to mention this, for Sharnak is instead had a sort of like shield of shurikens, if you will, instead of the massive shuriken that you throw. As for Thetis and Aeolus, for Aeolus, the tornadoes go in front and behind you instead of simply in front of you at different angles. And whereas Thetis, if you're playing as Ash, doesn't have the ice dragon that sounds like a Eurus. Instead, Thetis can only summon an ice platform. Now, because I gave some trivia about Thetis, Aeolus derives his name from the god of wind. Again, in Greek mythology, because of course, mission report has been submitted. 300 energy crystals. So, yeah, with that, we have each of the different Megamans. I'm just gonna give a bit of a heads up. These three right here are probably the ones I'm gonna end up using the most. Oh my god. Anyway, so with that, I'm gonna call it a part here. So, if you enjoyed this part and the bits of trivia that I was able to give this time around, feel free to like and subscribe. And while you're at it, check out my non-gaming stuff over on the Tumblr. Link to that will be in the description. As well as, if you're able to, feel free to donate to either my Patreon or my Ko-Fi, where I also do non-gaming stuff. So, next time on megamanzxadvent, we're going to tackle the next two areas that we have left. Bye.